Your Excellency Mr. Sarmad Ali, our dear colleagues, head and member of delegation from Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan, dear guests and participants from Pakistan, I would like to thank for His Excellency Minister Ehsan Iqbal for very informative speech and presentations regarding for the program on this conference. And I am thankful for the Foreign Secretary, Madame Jonjoa, for exchange her vision as a member of a government with us. And I am very pleased that yesterday we have more than 1 hour meeting with Madame Jonjoa. We has opportunity to exchange visions of our trade, politics, diplomatics, cultural and humanitarian collaborations between Pakistan and Uzbekistan. I am also very pleased for organizer of this conference, His Excellency General Nasir Khan Jonjoa, for organizing such important conference, and I am very glad to be here and thankful from the face of Uzbek delegation, from our embassy and diplomatic missions, to have opportunity to present our presentations, which is titled Reconnecting Central Asia with South Asia, a road towards prosperity. Next slide, please. If we refer for our geolocations, Uzbekistan is 32.5 million populations, and we are only one country with our neighboring countries which have the border with all 5 countries: Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and also, it is very important, Afghanistan. And as my previously speaker, Minister Ehsan Iqbal, remind about 3 billion people which live in this global region, but we now thinking about 1.7, which is really live in South Asia and Central Asia countries. And Pakistan, it is not only the part of the South Asia, but his geolocation of Pakistan is as well as Uzbekistan in the central of South Asia, and the country have border with 4 countries: India, Afghanistan, Iran, and China. Next slide. If we thinking about the turnover of Uzbekistan and Pakistan, of course, each year we grow up our trade economy, but I fully agree with my previous speaker, Dr. Khalik Nazar, that it is not satisfact all of us, and we have a very great capacity. And yesterday on the meeting in embassy with our businessmen from Pakistan, we discussed about it with the member of our delegations, which is included also high-level Deputy Minister of Foreign Trade, and we hope that next few years we increase it to our potential, $1.5 billion. Next slide. Our speaker, Ehsan Iqbal, mentioned about China-Pakistan economical corridor. It is very important, but we must not refer only for one corridor. We must find another ways to connect Central and South Asia. And I am very proud that till 2011, we, from the forces of our railway Uzbekistan company, build Hayraton Mazari Sharif railway, and now we signed agreement with Afghanistan and our China partners to move it through Gerat, and we hope that after we can pass to the sea through Port Gwadar. Next. And also Minister Ihsan Iqbal mentioned about air flights, and I'm happy to inform you that till April 2017 we open our air for Tashkent-Lahore flights, and till that time more than 12,000 passengers each passed to both sides, and we increase the touristic flow from Pakistan to Uzbekistan 10 times. Next slide. Of course, the CASA project is very important for us, and my Tajikistan colleagues, Dr. Khalik Nazar, mentioned about it, and we are happy to inform you that now we're reconnecting the Electro energy connections with Tajikistan too, and I want to mention about it. Next slide. As you know, that in 14th of December, we elected our president, His Excellency Mr. Mirziyoyev. Until February, just after 1 month, our president signed the action strategy for 2017-2021. It is fully parallel with all previously speakers which mentioned about all types of our collaborations, which is of course is basically very important of the third our strategy, development and liberalization of economy. Next slide. Next slide, please. I try to be briefly. And if the liberalization of economy, of course, must be fixed on some figures, and I would like to inform you that Uzbekistan, in doing business, its World Bank investigations in 2018, is one of the top 10 economic reformers, and as you've seen, till 3 years, we from 141 grow up for 74 places in the world. For example, on the registration of business, we on the 11th place in the world. Next slide, please. Of course, it is very important to be in the world trade, and integration into world economy is one of priority for Uzbekistan, and we're looking very much for our newborn countries from Central Asia who now are a member of WTO, and Pakistan, because the way to starting processes to join into WTO, it is not very easy way, and we must to see the advantages and disadvantages and the totally experience of our newborn countries and Pakistan. It is very important for us too. Next slide. And we speaking yesterday with former Minister of Finance, His Excellency Mr. Shaukat Turin, and we mentioned about the free economical zone in the field of Uzbekistan. Due to degree of our President Mirziyoyev, now existing 14 free economical zone, 7 special free economical zone on pharmaceutical sector, the 44 small technological parks, and on the base of them we give for our investors all preferences, opportunities, taxes to doing business on that places. Next slide. More than 5,000 enterprises with foreign capital now exist in our country, and I am happy to inform you that 63 companies are created with Pakistan capital, and more than 10 of them is 100% Pakistan capital, and very thankful for fruitful discussing yesterday when with Mr. Sarmad Ali we meet with our businessmen from Pakistan, and we invite all of yours to come to Uzbekistan and invest to our business. Next slide. Next slide. If I mention about our proposals for cooperations not only between Pakistan and Uzbekistan, but with all Central Asia countries, we mention about automobile industry, and we produce all types of automobiles, and it is very important that up to 80%, many of them localized in Uzbekistan. Next slide. Chemical industry. It is very important for our bilateral collaborations with Pakistan and also with our neighboring countries. And I know how great interest from Pakistan market for our polyethylene, polypropylene, and other products from the chemical industry. We are open to trade with these materials. We have two very great factories, one of each in Surgil in Karakal, Pakistan, which is in 2014 was one of the biggest projects with a capacity $4.6 billion, and next in Shurtan, and we are really open to discuss and to contract all these products with our Pakistan partners. Next slide. Pharmaceutical. This proposal, we need to experience, the great experience of Pakistan for these sectors. We have 152 factories which is produce pharmaceutical, and among the 6,500 our medicine and drugs which is registered in Uzbekistan, we produced 2,500, but it is not, and we very much looking for experience of Pakistan pharmaceutical sectors, which is exist many years in our country, but we invite for also for our 7 pharmaceutical free economical zone in Uzbekistan to invest. Next slide. Food industry. We have a cooperation with Pakistan, and we divide all the assortment of food and food processing, and I don't mention about it. We know the taste of mango, citrus, the potatoes from Pakistan, and we think that we have a good opportunity to import from Pakistan and also export to Pakistan our fruit vegetables. Next slide. Construction materials, it is one of the team which is very, very fastly improved and increased in our country. Next slide. Next slide. Textile industry. You know that Uzbekistan is one of the top countries who are producing the cotton, and we are looking very much to collaborate with our Pakistan businessmen and entrepreneurs on this field. Next slide. Electrotechnical industry. We not only produce the cuprum, but we produce all the consumables, all the equipment for electrotechnical industry, and now on the base of our embassy in Islamabad, we organizing the permanently exhibitions, which is now was open step by step in 5 cities of Pakistan, and we think that all these machines and equipment will be enjoyed by Pakistan customers. Next slide. We thinking about tourism, and I mentioned that till 1 year we increased 10 times through our 2 direct flights from Lahore to Tashkent, the flow of tourism, and we really looking very great to increase our bilateral collaborations of tourism, and one of the members of our delegations is Deputy Minister of Tourism, Mr. Shahrukh Sharakhmetov. He has a meeting with the Ministry of Tourism yesterday, but today we organizing the meeting with more than 60 touristic companies from Pakistan, and I'm sure that our very great cultural, historical heritage, we are our common not only history, but as mentioned His Excellency Minister Ihsan Iqbal, our dishes like plov, kebab, and yesterday I tasted the very similar in Uzbek samosa, and I think we have many types of tourism in both sides. Next slide. Visiting great Islamic heritage places, and I'm very thankful for all Pakistan people who keep in the mind the Babur, our great historical man who is motherland in Andijan region in Fargana Valley, his grandson Akbar, and the Bahauddin Naqshbandiya, who is born in Bukhara, in the place in Gishduan, and his Naqshbandiya first was Abdul Khalik Gishduani, who lived 1,200 years ago, and the Sayyid Amir Kulal. We mentioned about Al-Fargani, Al-Kharazmi, all of them live on the place which is now Uzbekistan, my great country, and I am very pleased to be here and thankful for the great hospitality from the Pakistan side, and I am again thankful for all organizers, and I'm looking very much forward for this very great name, the Pakistan, a land of opportunity for Central Asia, Asian Republic. And as previously all our speakers told, the Central Asia Republic and the central of Central Asia, Uzbekistan, is the opportunity to Pakistan too. Thank you very much for your attention, and I am sorry for quick your time. Thank you.